Hello, grade 6 students. As yesterday we started with basics of Photoshop, some of you asked me to do a video to show and remind you what to do. This is the content of the video: how to create a new file, what we did yesterday, inserting pictures, inserting text, insert a shape, how to change the color, and how to insert the background. This gives you the basics so you can start working. So right now we are going to start on how to create a new file according to the dimensions that we set for the poster. So you go to Photoshop, and in Photoshop you are going to say File, New, and here is the basics. So you have to go to select International Paper. In the size, as we decided, is going to be A3. And then I want you to change here the resolution, that is the number of pixels per inch. Please select and change into 150. You can put the name here if you want, So please put your name and who am I. Okay. Yesterday I didn't mention, I want you to put background contents on transparent and click OK. So you are going to find now that it is a portrait. So if you want to change the direction of your poster, having it landscape, go to Image, Rotation, 90 degrees. So now you have it. This is the first step and what we did just to create the new file. Now we have to move to the second, is how to insert picture or images. My recommendation also is to have a folder. You can name it Who Am I in your computers, where you're going to have the images you are going to use in your poster. You can see this is an example that I made with the pictures we took, some of the pictures that we took on our trip to Vega. So here, one way to do it, that is the easier way, is having Photoshop in the background. You can drag and drop the image. I'm going to drag one, yeah. It is going to be inserted there, and here you can decide to resize the image according to your needs. I'm going to insert it like this. I want to say now something important. When you insert the image, as you can see now, this layer has the name of the file that you imported. You are going to see that layers is very important, and now I am going to insert another one here. I'm going to insert this one. So you can resize. You click enter when you're ready, and now if you see, I have two layers, one for each of the pictures. Important here is, if you see this eye and I click in the eye, I can hide for some time the image. Okay, so now this is the way you insert an image. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Now the other part is how to insert text. To insert text, you are going to use the T that is on the toolbar. When you insert you click on the T. Okay, you see that on top of your screen you have the options to change the font, type, size, etc. Okay, here now I'm going to put my name. You can decide here if you want to resize the text by highlighting and changing the size, but there's another easy way. Once you're done with your text, click here, and then in the move tool, that is this one, and then you can move the text and put it where you want it to be. I'm going to insert it in the center, and if you see, automatically I have another layer here that says the name of the layer. I'm going to move the Vega file here, and I'm going to put it here, and this one I'm going to move it here. Okay, now how to change the text font, color, and or size. In this case, I see here the character window. If you don't see this one, yeah, all you need to do is go to Window, Character, and now you see this. when you are in the character, it's easier for you to make changes to the text. First of all, please keep in mind you always need to be stepped on the layer that has the text, and then all you need to do is select from here the font that you want. Yeah, I am going to change it to this. Yeah, and you can change also the color from here. I'm going to put it in red. Okay, and also I can change the size. One of the things that can happen is like this, that it doesn't fit in the block that we created. So you have to go to the T, click on top of the text and resize the block so your text fits on what you're doing. Okay, so again, in the character window you can change the font, you can change the size, you can change the color, and there's more things that you can do. Okay, now let's see how to insert a shape. Okay, I'm going to insert now a rectangle that is going to go behind Maria Jose Mora. Okay, this is the shape tool here. In the shape, if you click here, you are going to see the different things or shapes that you can insert. You can have a rectangle tool. In my case, I want to use a rounded rectangle tool. So I'm going to insert it. So when the crosshair is there, I inserted the size that I want. In this moment, as you can see, the shape was inserted is black, and you see the black here, here, and here. We are going to leave it like that, but if you see, it is blocking my name. Yeah, why? Because of the order of the layer. So I'm going to go down, and now I have the shape below my name. Okay, so now we have shapes, we have names. If you want to change the color of the shape, you click on the shape layer, and then you double click here. I'm going to move this a bit, and then you can change the color. I'm going to put it blue, you see, and then you can see it live in your area here. Okay, so now let's see. Now we saw how to change the color of the shape. Okay, how to create a background. There are many different things that you could like to have as a background. It could be an image, it could be the gradient, remember the one that we saw that is going from one color to other, or just inserting a color using the bucket tool. We are going to see all of them. Using the bucket tool is the first one. First of all, as you can see here, each layer has something different. You can insert a layer that is going to be your background at the bottom. So right now you move it here, and now I have a layer where I am going to have a color, just a color. Being in an empty layer, I'm going to rename as background. All you need to do to rename a layer is double click in the name here, and then once you have it there, I'm going to look for the bucket tool that is this. In this one, you right click and you see it has two tools, bucket tool or gradient tool. I'm going to just put one color. I select the paint bucket, and here you can choose the color. I'm going to choose orange color like this. Yeah, I click OK, and you see the bucket now is the cursor is showing a bucket. You click and everything is orange, and you can see that the background is orange. This is one way. I can leave it there if you want. Now the other way is by having what we call a gradient. I'm going to insert another layer here, and I'm going to say background gradient. I'm going to use also again here from the background, from the bucket. If I right click on the bucket, I go to the gradient tool. When I have the gradient tool on, this is going to be in your area here, in this area. You can choose from different colors of different styles of gradient. I'm going to choose, for example, this one. If you see, goes from purple, green to orange, and you can select the way you want it. It can be like a rectangle, it can have like a circle, an angle, reflected, or diamond. So you choose the one that you want. In my case, I'm going to select the rectangle, and then I can go and select the direction I want. It can be horizontal. Now you see, from purple to orange, but maybe I could say I want it vertical. So it's the same pattern but located different. Or maybe I could say I want to be like a circle. So I do this. And now you see it is radial. That's the second type of background. Here we have seen gradient and bucket. Now maybe you would like to see an image in the background. Again, I can insert another layer and name it background picture, and it's exactly the same idea of any other image. Yeah, so all you need to do is go to the site where you have your images, and we are going to put now maybe this one. Yeah, that is the car, and I'm going to insert it here. Oh, sorry. If you see now, this is in this layer, and you can resize it according to this. Remember, and then you click OK. If you see now, it is there, but the problem maybe is that it's going to be blocked by the parts of the images. This is important when you are creating remember, in graphic design principles, you have to be balanced, and the things cannot block others. In this case, if you want to show the car, it is not good to have it as a background, because otherwise all the other objects are going to block it. So these are the basic things, and important to save. So go file, save, and again, it is important for you to save in the same place where you have the images, just for organization. So I created that folder in the desktop. I created a folder, Who Am I? And then I'm going to save my Photoshop file. Okay. So if I go to the folder, now you are going to find the PSD file here. You should be able to see as the icon as Photoshop. Okay. So again, this is just a fast introduction to the basic tools that will allow you to start working with your poster. Hope it is fine. Remember, if you have any question, you can send me an email, and good luck.